Last week, royal watchers accused the Duchess of Sussex of being disrespectful for turning her back on the Queen at Ascot. However, it seems Meghan may have committed another royal faux pas. As the Duchess took her seat at the young leader's reception at Buckingham Palace alongside Prince Harry last night, she was spotted sitting with her legs crossed at the knees, rather than opting for the famed Duchess slant favored by Kate. The apparent etiquette faux pas sparked royal fans to refer to Meghan being as disrespectful towards the Queen, adding that royal ladies should sit with their legs crossed at the ankles. However, Mail Online's etiquette expert William Hanson says there is nothing wrong with the way she chose to sit and is actually a position favored by Camilla and even the Queen herself. And it's not the first time that Meghan has been accused of committing a royal faux pas. Fans pointed out that the Duchess turned her back on the Queen during her first trip to Ascot last week. And the previous week, in a moment of confusion, Meghan got into the Queen's car ahead of the monarch during their joint engagement in Cheshire. Last night, as the newlywed royal couple took their seats next to the Queen, the former actress had her third apparent slip-up. Upon sitting down, Meghan, 36, forewent the Duchess slant, which she has previously mastered, and was instead pictured crossing her legs at the knees, rather than the ankles. Commenting on Facebook, one wrote, "Duchess of Sussex has her legs crossed wrong. What a disrespect to the Queen. What is the Duchess slant?" The Duchess slant is a move you've probably seen both Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle practice dozens of times at various events. It's when a woman crosses her legs at the ankles and sets them off to one side. The posture is dictated by rules of proper etiquette, which state that royal women should keep their legs and knees together. Micah Mayer told People the Duchess slant is employed when a lady has to sit for an extended amount of time while keeping poise and posture. It is the perfect pose for when a camera is shooting directly in front of you, because by slightly slanting the knees to create a zigzag effect, when wearing a dress or skirt, your legs are angles so that the camera only shoots the sides of your legs and protects your modesty. Micah added that the Duchess slant is one of the more flattering ways to be photographed sitting down. The Duchess slant is one of the most elegant and flattering ways to sit because it has a lengthening effect on the legs, she said. The key with the technique is to square your shoulders straight ahead while maintaining perfect posture. Keeping knees and ankles together at all times, position your legs so that you create a slant, angling your knees to the side. Hands should be folded one over the other and placed in your lap. All royal ladies cross at the ankles or put both legs off to the side, another added. "Meghan, don't cross your legs. Queen doesn't like that," said a third, while another wrote, "Meghan is crossing her legs. Awful photo. Am I being too picky?" Typically, the Duchess slant is used when a lady has to sit for an extended amount of time while keeping poise and posture, Micah Mayer, the founder of Beaumont Etiquette, previously told Good Housekeeping. One of the worst things a woman in the royal family can do as far as go is sit with her legs crossed at the knee. Legs and knees must be kept together, although crossing at the ankle is fine, according to Reader's Digest. However, while many were offended by the Duchess's seating position, Mail Online's etiquette expert William Hanson says there is nothing wrong with the way she chose to sit and is actually his position favored by Camilla. Speaking to the Mail Online, he said, "There was nothing disrespectful about HRH, the Duchess of Sussex's seating position last night. She had chosen to use the traditional finishing school technique of crossing one leg over the other, resting one ankle against the edge of the shin. This used to be used by ladies who wish to show off a grand ball gown, and today it can be a good way to highlight a pair of hosiery-clad legs." Royal women do not often cross their legs, although HRH, the Duchess of Cornwall, sometimes does. This tip is to ensure nothing gets flashed that shouldn't be. Indeed, even the Queen herself has been pictured crossing her legs at the knees during a BBC interview about her coronation, which aired in January. The seating position may not be familiar to some who are most accustomed to the Duchess slant, adopted by the Duchess of Cambridge. It means sitting straight on a chair with your legs uncrossed, but slanted at an angle, your knees and ankles together to protect modesty. It allows royals to display good posture and is actually a comfortable seating position when she's wearing heels. Meghan's royal faux pas getting in the car before the Queen. Duchess of Sussex joined her grandmother-in-law in Cheshire for their first joint engagement earlier this month, and after stepping off the royal train at Runcorn, they were promptly escorted towards a waiting car. But in this footage captured by an LBC reporter, the pair appeared to share a moment of confusion as Meghan, 36, first offers to let the Queen get in first, before suggesting they switch round and asks, "What's your preference?" It is believed that Meghan offered to let the 92-year-old go before her because she prefers to sit behind the driver's seat. After arriving at the station shortly after 10:30 a.m., the pair were escorted towards the car, with footage suggesting Meghan was told to go in ahead of the Queen, but the monarch, apparently oblivious, went in first instead. A flustered Meghan then stepped in to suggest she go in first instead, prompting the 92-year-old to stand back before settling into her preferred seat, where an aide covered her with a blanket to keep warm. Turning her back on the Queen. Just last week, the Duchess of Sussex came under fire for turning her back at the Queen during her first trip to Ascot. The pair could be seen chatting upon their arrival at the Berkshire event, but during a brief moment of distraction, Meghan turns away from Her Majesty to face Prince Harry. While official guidelines state there are no obligatory codes of behavior when meeting the Queen, it is traditionally considered disrespectful. Not wearing her pin at Ascot. Allied fans accused Meghan of another faux pas when they noticed she did not fasten her badge, which was emblazoned with her new title of 1 month, HRH, the Duchess of Sussex, to her front, as Prince Harry did and the Duchess of Cambridge has always done on her own Ascot outings. Instead, Meghan chose to carry her royal box badge in her hand, toting it along with her neat Givenchy clutch bag. But while strict dress codes govern the enclosures at the Berkshire race meeting, royal historian Marlene Koenig told Harper's Bazaar that pinning on a name badge has nothing to do with protocol, adding that Meghan likely chose to hold hers to avoid damaging the delicate fabric of her Givenchy shirt dress. Worn off-the-shoulder dress at Trooping the Colour. The Duchess of Sussex apparently broke royal protocol during this year's Trooping the Colour. The Sun reports that fashion tradition usually dictates that royal women do not wear off-shoulder or other more revealing styles. The daring Duchess also wore an off-the-shoulder dress on her wedding day,